Hi everyone, this is Sylvie with Craft Perfect. Today I am going to show you how to make this beautiful picture frame. This frame can be displayed in two ways. There's a leg in the front, in the back, so they can be displayed on the desktop, or you can actually hang them up. I like this kind of frame because they are not limited your picture to be 4 by 6 or 5 by 7. You can display a lot of things on this frame and secure it with this magnet. Okay, so today I'm going to show you how to make this. Before we start, there's a couple of things you need to have. You need to have a Good Morning Magnolia stamp set and the Beautiful You. This is for the sentiments. And you also need to have the die cut to cut out the flower and this stitched nested label die. There's a couple of blender pen you need to have, and there's a hot air balloon and the corner punch you need to have. I will have this all listed on my website, so don't worry about it if you did not have chance to write it down, okay? So let's start the project. The first, we're gonna to stamp this. We're going to make this flower part, okay? So we're going to stamp this big magnolia flower first. With this kind of large flower, I like to ink this way. So in this way, I can make sure like it's stamped, like for all the images. So, and then you gently tap the image, okay? And we also need to stamp a small flower, okay? Then we are going to cut this image out with the dies. As you can see, I have some washi tape on those dies. This will help these framelets stay on the image I want. So when it goes through the big shot, they won't move and the image will come out perfectly. So this is the image I already cut before this session. Then we are going to color the image. I'm going to show you how I color it. So I like to use the brush side, and this is old olive. So I just kind of use the darker mark to go through the area I think should be in dark color, okay? And then I use this is Granny Apple Green. I just use the pen, go over the whole area. As you can see, there's very obvious line, say this is the dark area and this green doesn't look good. And so I just go over this area more times to make it blend, okay? Because more times you go over this, the color will be darker. And this time when I go through it, I will follow how the leaves pattern, okay? So I'm doing like this way. Okay, so I want this side to be a little bit darker than this side. Okay, so this is how I color the leaves. And with the flower, I just kind of outlined it because I don't want to color the whole thing. But if you want to color your flower, you're welcome to do so, because this is your project. You need to love it, okay? So you can do any way you want. So this is the one I already colored, okay? So as you can see, the flower part will be 3D, so we only need to color the leaves. Okay, so we will set this aside. So now we are going to make the flower part. I cut out 2 leaves and some different petals. Okay, so I'm going to show you where I get it. So this is from the smaller size of petal. This is the large size of the petal. And there's 2 different size of leaves, okay? And there's only also 2 size of different center. And with this large petal, I actually punch out from this hot air balloon punch. So I have 5 of this, okay? So now is the time to make the flowers. First, you need to curve all the petals. Okay. Okay. So now is the time to assembling this. So these are the small one. What I do is I put the glue in the center. Then you just glue them like that. So don't overlap the petals, okay? You do the same thing. Ooh, too much. So I'm gonna to save some of this, okay? Ooh, this is the petals we're gonna to just put the glue in the tip, okay? So you can put this in the center, okay? And okay, it's a little bit too much. So now we are putting the glue on the middle one, and then the small one put here, okay? Then you just assembling these 5 petals on outside of these flowers evenly. I like to use the glue on this project because they don't dry out that fast, and you can always adjust the petal before it dries, so give you more time. Okay, so now you can put some glue on the middle of this, and ooh, you just let it on it. Okay, so with this center, you also curl it like that. You put a little bit glue in the middle. Okay, and then okay. So now we use some gold facet gem and put it in the center. Okay, so now you are done with these flowers. So we're going to assembling those 2 leaves on the board. Okay, so now I get this DIY table setting at Michael's. They come in 6 pieces and in the wrap. So this is perfect for this project. I also cut some DSP for this project, and as you can see, because the corners are round, so I use this corner rounder to make it round. Okay, then I put the glue. Okay, it's a little bit too much, so you can just put the glue on this metal. And I also cut the sandpaper, but I only want a little bit pop color. So this is a 1/2 inch in size. Then you put on here. Then now you can put your flower on here. Just make sure it's lined up to the edge because you want to stand up, so you don't want anything stick out, okay? But you can stick it out on the side. So you just put some glue on here, and okay. So you glue this flower to here. I put some glue on the stem too, okay? So now I cut 2 nature twines and you tie a bow. Okay. I want it to looks like not the traditional bow, so I kind of make it messy, okay? So then you put a little bit glue on here and just let it down, okay? So now is the time to make the magnet. The magnet I use here is half inch, okay? So we are making 2 magnets. So I put on here. Since we already coloring this flower, so we can just put some glue on here and just stick the flower to there to let it dry. Okay, I forgot this piece. So we cut those 2 out. You just put the glue at the back of the leaves. I only put on half of it because I want my leaf kind of flowing, not like all the way to the metal. So that's how I do it. So I feel like it looks more nature, okay? And I also add 1 leaf on this side, okay? Just to add some interesting element to it, okay? And the next one, we are gonna to make this magnet. So I cut out 1 black label and 1 white label with this stitch nested label die. And if you cut the edge, you know, with this stitch dot on the white piece, actually you will get this, so they will fit into the black one. Looks like they have a border, okay? And then we can just stamp our sentiment. Okay, so now you just glue this. Okay. To the label, okay? And then also from the Magnolia Land Memories and More card pack, there's a 1 sheet inside. They have these tiny bitty magnolia flowers, so I cut them out, and then you could just pick any one and you cut them out. So I already cut them out to save you some time. Then you can just attach to here. So this is what I'm gonna to do. So you can just put on here. And then you can put, ooh, it's too much. I need to wipe this out. Okay. And so now you can just put this piece on here. Then your another magnet is done. Okay. So now will be the time to pick your favorite picture from your trip and to this frame. I think they are not dry yet, so I'm not going to use this one. I'm just going to use the one I previously made and put this here. So this will be today's project, and I hope you like it. I'm always like to make those 3D items. Hope you like them as I do. Thank you for watching. Happy stamping!